Dan Bryson takes good care of his cows.
There you go. Easy.
5 months ago, he moved all 110 of his cows from this barn to this upgraded multi-million-dollar barn. In this new facility, Dan barely touches his cows when they need to be milked. He is able to do this with a new robotic milking machine. The machine is completely automatic. The motivation behind the change is for more ethical and economic farming. Dan has already noticed positive changes in his cows.
The cows are genuinely far more content in this barn. It's absolutely quiet. You don't hear them making any noise. The greatest thing is that when everything's running smooth, there's not a sound in the barn.
The robot also collects data. Right from his phone, Dan can see how much the cows are eating, walking, and most importantly, production levels.
The biggest indication that they're healthy and that they're happy is that their production has went up. Our reproduction has been better. Our production has been better.
But the ethical practices don't stop there. They continue on the other side of the barn. The cows are able to move freely within the pens, and when they want to lie down, they now have a more comfortable option.
Here on D-Line Farms, you'll notice that the bedding between the stalls is sand bedding, as opposed to hay or mats. That's because sand bedding is a new technology that more and more dairy farmers are using, because it helps prevent diseases and it's more comfortable for the cows.
Dennis Bryson, Dan's father, was born and raised on D-Line Farms. Sand is new to their farm, and he is learning how much work it is to maintain.
For us, having to get rid of the manure afterwards, that's a little more of a challenge, but it's always pluses and minuses, and there's way more pluses to having sand for the cows. We'll deal with the other.
This new approach can be costly and hard to manage. Finding a balance is often a discussion point at the London Spring Farm Show. Robin Welsh grew up on a farm and is now an employee with a robotic milking manufacturer. She says it pays to be ethical.
Most dairy farmers I know are absolutely ethical and economic at the same time. They have to be. In order to operate in this business, they take really good care of their cows.
Back on D-Line Farms, Dan realizes that ethical practices are not only better for his cows, but for him as well.
I've been able to take the kids ice skating, and I've been able to take them to the park and a lot of things I just couldn't do before.
Dan will continue to provide comfort for his cows, because he knows that when his cows are happy, he is too. Amanda Whalen, Western News, London.